the new creation man, the father and sons. And because you are sons, God has sent forth the Spirit of His Son into our hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Therefore, you are no longer servant, but a son. If a son, then an heir through God. One of the most basic yet greatest revelations every born again believer needs to come to know is what he is a son of God and that God is his father. Being a son of God is perhaps one of the greatest benefits of salvation. In verse 7, it says, we are no longer a slave. This means several things. We are no longer slaves to Satan, the world, or the flesh. It also means that God does not consider us or save us to be his slave or servant. Rather, this clearly states that he saves us to become a son. He is more interested in having sons than having servants. We can easily understand that even in the world we live in, there is an inherent instinct and desire in man to have children of his own. There is nothing in this world like having our own child. That deep inherent desire is something God created in His creation, the very same thing that is in His heart. That desire goes deeper than just having servants, workers, or helpers to serve you. In our household, we have the helpers and we have the children. The children are the focus of our love, and we hire house helpers to help raise our children. We see in this illustration the contrast between the servants and the sons. In sonship, sons have a father that is master over them. In servanthood, servants have only a master over them. In sonship, the sons are an offspring of the father. In servanthood, the servants come from a different father. In sonship, the son's fellowship with the father is based on a father son relationship which comes out of a genuine love. In servanthood, the servant's fellowship with his master is based on external boss worker relationship and for monetary compensation. In sonship, the son calls his master Abba Father. In servanthood, the servant calls his master Lord. In sonship, the son has his father's nature. In servanthood, the servant does not have the nature of his master. In sonship, the son is an heir of the father. In servanthood, the servant is not an heir. God is a father, and ultimately, he is making sons and not just servants to work in his kingdom. We have been more worker conscious, which has brought about the concept that God's ultimate plan is in making servants and workers. We have more of a servanthood concept than we do in sonship. This, of course, does not mean that as sons we will not serve the Father. However, our service to the Father is based on love and not compensation. God is making sons in the image and likeness of His only begotten Son. To God be the glory. God bless you.